Yeah, hi, Michelle. Just
Hello.
your thought, your congratulations, and just your thoughts on having your jersey raised to the rafters there. What was your reaction when you found out, and just what does it mean to you?
Well, to be honest with you, one day I was talking to Bob Kaiser and Travers came on to let me know about my retirement jersey. My first thought was, wow, pretty cool. I'm going back to Grand Rapids to see all my friends and to see everybody in the organization. So that'll be great. But after a while, thinking about it, and I said to myself, wow, so as a hockey player, I did a lot for the city. If they're doing that, they appreciate what I did as a player, but not only that, they appreciate who I am as a person. So that's kind of hit me a little bit there. But so I'm honored to have my jersey up in the roof. Not only beside my good friend Travis Richard will be a great moment.
Just what did it mean to you? I think you spent 5 or 6 seasons there. Just what did it mean to you playing for that organization and playing in that city? What stands out to you the most?
Uh, what stands out the most is when you play for a hockey team, we build a team. We're a family, just the players. But in Grand Rapids, we're all in family. Like for me, it was all like the fans, the people in the office, the coaching staff, you name it, the owners, they were all part of the team. And every time we walked to the rink, whether we win or lose, it was a fun time to just to go to the rink because we knew that we were playing for good people. So that's what I remember the most. I never seen that anywhere else. I never felt that anywhere else.
Do you have a favorite, just a memory that stands out, a particular game or a moment from your career there?
Well, I have to say that the first game as a Griffin franchise was a big night for us. Just open up a nice we play against Indianapolis. I think we won 1-0. For me, it was a big night for us, for all of us.
And just to talk a little about just your career as a whole, a lot of stops, a lot of different teams. I think 5 or 6 NHL teams in the AHL, IHL, in Europe. I mean, does that just speak to the perseverance that you had of wanting of accepting to go to several different cities?
Well, yeah, it's been a long journey for sure. A lot of CDs, like you said, but I started off. I was a young age, like a lot of people in my own city. Didn't think I was going to make it to the NHL or even being a hockey player professionally. And for me, I just wanted to prove them wrong, and I did. I know I played for a lot of teams, and I traveled a lot, not because I was a bad person, but the time is I was always looking maybe another team will be better for me to play in. So I think that's why I play for so many teams. But no, I have no regrets in my career. I think I had a very good career. I won two Calder Cups, 91 with Springfield and 94 with Portland. So I won a Stanley Cup as a scout with the Blues, and now my jersey will be retired. So I can't ask no regrets at all.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
Michelle Ansar asked some of the questions I was going to ask. I know when you got this initial call, you told us how shocked and gratified you were. You talked about how great it was to be going up in the Raptors with a friend of yours. But since that moment, in the months that have passed, have you just been reflecting on the memories you have with the Griffins? Have you just had different thoughts pop into your head of great feats or really fun events that you've had with the team?
Yeah, it's funny you saying that, Jamal, because ever since that day, he told me about the retirement. And we were thinking, well, not only me, but my family were thinking about Grand Rapids. We just can't wait to get there, and we want to go back where we stay. We want to go show our kids where they went to school. We want to spend the whole day on Saturday just to go, to show our kids where we live and all that stuff. And I always thinking about the guys that I play with, and no, I can't say enough. Will be great.
What does a community like Grand Rapids really mean to you? Because a lot of times, this can just be a stop for a player. As you mentioned, you played in a lot of different cities. You work with the Blues, you got a Stanley Cup, different Calder Cups. But when you're able to show your family, some of the roots, does that kind of make this city a little bit different than some of the other ones that you've stopped at?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Like I said, in Grand Rapids, the crowd was, the people in Grand Rapids were so great. Like I'm talking about outside hockey, when we're doing like skating event for the people, or we went to visit school, visit hospital. Everybody's great over there. And I remember the first weekend, or one of the weekend we were playing, we lost 8-2 on Friday night, and Saturday morning I'm going to the grocery store, and some guy recognized me. He said, "Hey, you're Michel Picard." I said, "Yes." He said, "Great game last night." Blah blah blah. So I don't want to be rude, sir. We were lost 8-2. No, that was a great game. I had a great time. You guys are great. We'll be better tonight. So that right there to me, that says, wow, those guys are in for it, and we gotta play better for them. So it's by far, Grand Rapids by far the best place I played.
And then my last one for you, and I'll turn it over to Jason, is this franchise obviously doesn't retire many numbers. There aren't many numbers hanging in the rafter. There's just the one. So when you found out that you'd be joining that number, did you reflect on how important your time here must have been to this franchise, or how big your impact must have been for this franchise?
Yeah, I thought about it, and it's I'm flattered by it for sure. I mean, I did a lot as a player, uh, but I also recognize who I was as a person. So that means a lot to me. Means a lot.
Hello, can I ask what are you up to these days, and how do you spend in your time?
Right now,
Yeah.
well, right now I'm scouting with the Blues, so I travel a lot. I cover the Quebec League, Junior Quebec League. But for the last 4 or 5 years, I've been crossing over. That's what they call. I'm able to go to Ontario League, go to Western League. I also go to the USHL a little bit, and by near the end of the season, I'll go to Europe for the U18 tournament.
So I'm just looking over some of your numbers. 158 goals as a Griffin. I mean, I don't think anyone's ever going to get to that again. When you got to Grand Rapids, were you always a big goal scorer, or what went into you becoming the greatest goal scorer in franchise history?
Well, I always been a goal scorer, more of a shooter than a playmaker. I remember in 1991, my second year pro, with the Springfield Indians in the American League, I scored 56. So I always put the puck in the net. That's me. But it's funny, more that I got older, I was more like a playmaker than a goal scorer. But no, I always been that way. I like to shoot, so no, I always been that way.
Any goal that stands out to you as like a favorite goal, or a goal you remember more than any other?
Oh, the first goal, the first game ever as a Griffin. We won 1-0, and I got the goal. So that's the one.
And you seem extremely humbled by this honor, but you spoke of your friendship with Travis Richards. His number's been up there for 16 years. I mean, you have all these Griffins records. I mean, it seems to me like maybe this should have happened sooner, right?
Well, I don't know. First of all, I never thought that my jersey will be retired for any city that I play in. It's not something you think about. But I'll tell you what, to have my jersey beside Travis Richard, it's an honor. This man is a human being. He was a great captain, great teammates. Yeah, I'm very honored about it.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your time.